Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
For all of recorded history, civilizations around the world praised the health benefits of silver. At InfoWars Life, our mission is to bring you the highest quality, purest, cleanest, effective colloidal silver on the market today for the lowest price available. You don't have to be a doctor to know. The fall and winter months are the most dangerous time of year in North America when it comes to you and your family's health. InfoWarsLife.com is very excited to announce our biggest run yet of Silver Bullet colloidal silver, exclusively available at InfoWarsLife.com. Now, InfoWarsLife.com has taken colloidal silver to the next level using a cutting-edge technique that is free of toxic artificial additives. Now more than ever, it's important to stock up on high-quality Silver Bullet from InfoWarsLife.com and to help others during Christmas by teaching them about the powerful benefits of silver. Secure your Silver Bullet today at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139. Sold out for weeks due to the difficult and extensive proprietary process behind its creation, the exclusive InfoWars Life Secret 12 formulation is now back in stock in the last limited shipment of 2014. The most bioactive form that has been created with our proprietary process. This ultra-clean vitamin B12 nutraceutical has been carefully crafted and developed over the last 2 years and is based on cellular science of how your body actively absorbs essential nutrients. Secret 12 is taken by mouth, right on the tongue, and then swallowed. No needles, no injections. Vitamin B12 deficiency is linked to scores of serious problems. And Secret 12 is a fusion of 2 organic proprietary forms of vitamin B12, bringing you a true nutraceutical quality vitamin B12. Secret 12. Secret 12 is an excellent Christmas gift and is tailor-made to boost your New Year's resolutions. Supplies of Secret 12 are very limited. Secure yours today at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139. InfoWarsLife.com. Check it out today. I have set out to bring you the most hardcore, cutting-edge supplements and nutraceuticals, bar none. And that's what you'll find at InfoWarsLife.com. We have rejected literally hundreds of products from the InfoWars Life line because they are not of the very highest quality, or because they're not 100% organic, or because they don't pass all of the strictest toxicology tests there are that we have listed at InfoWarsLife.com. Whether it's Survival Shield Nascent Iodine or DNA Force, Super Male Vitality, Super Female Vitality, Lung Cleanse, Fluoride Shield, Oxy Powder. I believe that all of these products will blow you away like they've done the thousands of other customers that have visited InfoWarsLife.com and believed in us and tried the products. Folks, check out InfoWarsLife.com today and the entire line of groundbreaking, cutting-edge, hardcore products.
Resistance to tyrants is obedience to God. It's Alex Jones.
North Korea cannot even basically tie their shoelaces. It is a giant mind control, collapse, total government state. If you like hell on earth, well, move to North Korea or call for big government, and it will eat you out of house and home. The Wrap is now reporting Sony set to announce the interview, theatrical, and video on demand release. After national clamor to release the film despite threats, Sony finds a way to get the comedy out there. So they're announcing that they will come out and will release it. The plan is to release the film simultaneously in participating theaters and via video on demand. The Plaza Theater in Atlanta, the theater in Austin have now said they will distribute the film. You watch, that's going to be the Alamo Drafthouse, because their owner, who I know, has come out and said that it was the distributor of Team America that wouldn't let them re-air it, and that they're protesting that. We've got to get on the phone and get a hold of Tim League, because he's been on the show before, and I was in that, well, I consulted on that movie he produced, so he should come on. But this is an issue of the First Amendment on one level, but on another level, it's about them trying to pass cybersecurity laws to build up the cyber warfare capacity of domestic agencies that are really just using it to control the American people. That's on record. But also the fact that they're now announcing that they will have a release of it, the whole thing just reeks of hype. I mean, it looks like a badly made comedy from folks I know that have seen it. I've talked to them. They say it's pretty bad. And it just shows how the establishment can still push a hoax. Sure, most people don't watch mainstream media, but when the mainstream media works together, they can push a major hoax out into the public. And that's my view of it. I do not believe North Korea is behind it. North Korea's internet's down right now. North Korea can barely keep the lights on. Have you watched the state-run media parades and things with 60-year-old cars? They're a joke. Their leader is a toddling, spoiled brat who couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag. And this is why we've got to give up all of our liberties, is because of North Korea. Give me a break. All right, here's the larger question. What do you think the big crisis will be of 2015? What do you think the globalists' next move is going to be? We've got some Twitter comments that came in. Garber Inc. said, more disease, cyber attacks, inflation, economic disruption, large-scale false flag. Revolution 2015 says, I think the globalist plan is in full swing, and it will keep escalating in 2015 because our resistance is growing. I agree with that. Eustace J. Smith says, major false flag attack on America in an attempt to demonize gun owners, grassroots, and liberty movement. Let me put a star by that one because that's exactly what I think and that I'm most concerned about. Viruses, more street riots, stage major attacks, financial, all the above, they need a war for sure. Nuke and blame it on North Korea. And that's by Rodney Serrato M on Twitter. You can send more of your comments there to the Twitter site, Real Alex Jones. Speaking of phone calls, let's go through your calls. We're going to go to Naheem and others. Naheem in New York, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex, how you doing?
Good.
All right, it's good. I just want to first off say that I'm a first-time caller, and I've been listening to the show for a while. I think it's great. Speaking the truth, man, keep at it. But what I wanted to get at, I think the biggest issue for 2014 is the appropriation of land. Since this country's founding, it's been known that resources and the land have been the two main things that everybody's fighting for. And since we're at a watershed of humanity, and America is ironically the third largest populated country in the world behind India and China, I think that all these things that are happening in the media right now is basically distracted from the bigger picture. What is going on with the land and who wants it? I think a major shift in population in the U.S. is going to happen land-wise in the next 3 to 8 years.
It's funny you say that. Russia is vying to take over much of the Arctic that they border. The United States and the EU are also fighting with Russia over that. There are major land grabs going on with AFRICOM or African in Africa. The Chinese are moving into Africa as well. There's big battles over the undersea floor. So the resource races are intensifying. The federal government under UN UNESCO treaty is grabbing more property across the United States, more watershed rules. If you've got a puddle in your backyard, they're claiming you can't build on it. So you're absolutely right that that is part of the accelerating trend. Good to hear from you. Let's go to Tommy in Tennessee. You're on the air.
Hey, how's it going, buddy? I'm a first-time caller as well. I just wanted to, say something on the topic of the officers that got shot for practically no reason. Well,
they got shot for no reason. I mean, it was cops in a whole other jurisdiction that choked the poor black man to death. So, I mean, again, if two black guys burn up a 19-year-old white girl in Mississippi, do blacks in another side of town deserve to be killed? Absolutely not. It's that same type of mindset. It's very dangerous. Go ahead.
It is. Like in the Spokane protest, that was just a pure exertion of constitutional rights, and there was progress that came from that. You know, it wasn't all the craziness. You know, we got our point across. We were heard. Stuff was brought to the light, and then we take one step forward. These cops get shot. We take 3 steps back. It's like walking out into your yard and you see a snake on the ground. Well, you reach down and grab him on the tail, and his head bites you. And that's exactly what this is. The cops are just the tail of the snake. They follow the head, and the head's the government. That's where it's all coming from. But people's so focused on the tail of this snake, and that's exactly what the government wants. It's just one more strike against their Second Amendment rights, one more reason for them to throw up in their defense why we shouldn't have our guns, because some idiot that has no clue what his purpose even is shoots 2 innocent men that probably have children now that's going to grow up without a father. It's pretty shameful.
Well, sir, I couldn't say it any better than that. It is a total dichotomy, a side-by-side example of Spokane, Washington. Upwards of 500 patriots come out and protest the sheriff's department going under federal control and demonizing constitutionalists and admitting that they're preparing for war. Well, folks went out and protested it. They covered it. It was in all the state's major newspapers. It was all over TV in the state. It became a national news story. The sheriff backed off. The deputies backed off. The sheriff's union came out against the sheriff's deputies union. And now state reps are looking to pass laws to basically control the training curriculum that the police in that state are given. That's how you actually change things, not going out and shooting 2 cops in the head. And this is what's being promoted because the system does not want a real dialogue. They want destabilization in this country. I appreciate your call, Tommy. Now, the main subject today, at least for right now, is what do you think the big globalist next move is going to be? And I think the callers and the folks tweeting back at us are getting it right from my view. False flag, more wars, global destabilization, more financial milking, more signing us on to banker derivative bailouts, more dollar devaluation. But the big one is false flag. That will affect Americans in our basic freedoms more than anything else. If there's a major false flag in this country, will it be blamed on Islamic State that has openly been funded and shepherded and protected by the criminals that run our federal government and other foreign governments? Or will they go ahead and stage something and blame it purely on domestic groups? Or they may stage a big event and claim that the Tea Party is working with Islamic State. We've told you that was coming. You now see them hyping it. Look out. And it doesn't matter if the narrative doesn't make sense. They don't care. They want to segue from the police state being for Al-Qaeda to being for the American people. We're now to that point I've warned you about for so long, and you see it emerging. But the real reason that we as a liberty movement have so much credibility, not just Alex Jones or Infowars.com, but you out there who've been warning people, is because it is unfortunately coming true. Things they denied are now admitted. So as scary as things are, there's a lot of positive indicators and information out there. And it's important to pray to God, to lead, guide, and direct us, and to have providence, to be able to expose the enemy's operations, to be able to stop these operations. Or if they do carry out these operations, let it be turned to good as we pray for the dead. And may their false flag disintegrate in their face, and may it be revealed and blow up in their face, pun intended. That's one reason they've been only trying to provocateur people or let foreign terror groups attack us instead of just doing it themselves, is because the London bombing the Boston bombing, Sandy Hook, the underwear bombing, and so